Hey everyone. I've been thinking about painting some snowy trees like all day today, and I don't know. I think I saw some of these snow paintings by Richard Schmid, and like snow is really hard to paint. I feel like, and very few artists do it well, and I haven't seen anyone paint like I'm just so attracted to how Richard um, how he does it. So I'm gonna try to be inspired by that and create my own composition and just see what I can come up with. So I've gathered some images of trees and some paintings that I like, and I've got Pinterest open too because I like some of these compositions. So I'm just gonna sketch around, see what I can come up with. When I'm sketching, I don't do a tight drawing or anything like this. I create a quick something quick to figure out the composition, and then for the purpose of this painting, I'll figure out the rest of the design and everything as I'm painting. That allows me just to be loose and not get too caught up in anything. I recently went to see the redwoods for the first time. And I love nature and forests, and like I had a treehouse growing up, so it's really cool to see that. So I might do some huge trees here. About how these branches can help lead the eye throughout this composition. And as I'm sketching, I'm thinking about the values. I keep my brush pretty big and thick so I can just block in where I want these dark values to be. I think that'll just about do it for the sketch. That's all I want. And then I'll figure the rest out as I'm painting. So what I'll do with this sketch, I'll keep all these lines on a different layer. so that I can always bring them back if I need them. I like to start a painting. First thing I like to do is get rid of the blank, the gray. I did put a little bit of a warm temperature into the gray, so I can leave some of the canvas if I want, but and you can see if you hold down Command and you click on the thumbnail of the line drawing while staying on this top layer, you can just select, I'm going to hide the selection, but you can select those lines that you drew and bring some of that back. And then you can do Shift Command Inverse to inverse that selection and paint only in the outside of it. I'm just gonna fill this composition with some colors, and it's almost kind of random right now. I want to get rid of that. Just the blank, the dark, or I mean the blank canvas. Putting some worms underneath the trees. I'm taking this big brush, I'm just kind of stamping it around to create just some big shapes, some big chunks of value. Zoom in at this point because I tend to mess everything up when I do that. this the sky that's coming through the trees here. I'm gonna direct it to the focal point, which would be the house right here. So I'm just kind of bringing that down into this area. You can see how abstract it is right now. Just keeping it really loose. Adding a little bit of saturation towards the top of the composition, and that'll help bring the sky forward in the top and have it move further away from you as it goes to the horizon and it becomes less saturated. Working background to foreground. It's not, I don't keep it a rule for myself or anything like that, but it's just, usually I'll work that way when I'm painting traditionally as well. So, and these studies I've been doing, I want to keep them very traditional looking. I don't, there's enough super digital art in the world right now. Alright, I'm gonna paint this cabin. Sometimes you'll see me drag my color picker off screen, and that's some, I do that to grab a color to kind of get in the zone or like the family that I want, and then I adjust it up here and make it my own. This helps me be more creative with my colors and come up with things that I wouldn't have on my own. So it's a useful little trick to like color pick around and come up with new colors. Throwing in some windows. I don't want to do too much in one area, so I'm going to jump over to the snow. I realize I haven't really figured out the snow yet. I'm going to break the snow into basically two values. Yeah, the snow's going to be like two values, the light and shadow. I'm going to keep those fairly separated. Snow on the trees. I'm using the snow as a compositional element too, to like help draw your eye to the focal point. You know what, I realized I wasn't even thinking about it, but I kind of did the same composition as this. And I don't want to do that. So, let's see. It's good to be inspired by something, but I never want to be too close. Yeah, that's already better. See if I can mess with it even more. something in the grass here in the snow here to help the composition. Maybe, I like these bushes. To create another element that leads your eye right to this cabin. Yeah, by putting some trees back here, you can use those trees to help push your eye right into this cabin area. To save. Put some snow on the roof. Create a strong value contrast here. Lost the chimney a little bit when I was painting. Yeah, that's about it for now. I need to give my eyes a break from this and come back to it in a little bit. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you have questions. Thanks a lot for checking it out.